Hello everybody, it's Sheetmaster 101 with the Master Crafters team, and today we're going to be doing some Bedrock basics. And we're going to be working on crafting and the basics of crafting. So let's get right into it. The crafting bench is the very first thing you'll be wanting to make in a survival world, and it allows you to craft nearly all things in Minecraft. So if we go in here, get some wood, come into the crafting, you could make all different kinds of things like a chest, doors, sticks, and pickaxes. The crafting table is gonna be your best friend for making all different types of things. Let's move on next to the furnace. The furnace is what you use to smelt things down. For example, let's get some coal. You need something to fuel it, and then you could burn something. So we're gonna put in cobblestone, and we wait for it to smelt, and it'll slowly but surely give us some stone. Ta-da! Stone. Next we have the campfire. The campfire can be used when cooking food. So if you get, like, let's say raw chicken, and if you left click it and wait, it'll slowly start to burn it and make it cooked food. It does take a while though, so that's the downside, but it is for free, so you don't have to spend anything except for crafting the campfire itself. Man, this takes a lot longer than I thought. And there we go, we got 4 cooked chicken. Next, let's move on to the blast furnace. The blast furnace is kind of like a furnace, except you use it to smelt ores like iron ore, or smelt down iron tools. It uses just as much fuel as a furnace, but it smelts ores down a lot faster. Next we have the smoker. The smoker does the same thing, but with food. You put the chicken in, or any type of food and coal, and it smelts it down really fast. There we go, we finished up the first section with the easy tier of crafting. Now let's move on to what I put as the medium tier of crafting. It only contains 3 different things. The first thing is the cartography table. The cartography table allows you to make maps with paper, which is very useful if you're mapping out a town or want to show off a huge city that you've made instead of taking people all around the entire city. The cartography table also allows you to name maps. For example, I'm going to name this map the Master Crafter. Next, let's move on to the composter. The composter will take any plants such as sugarcane, and you could put it into the composter, and it'll spew out bone meal, which you could use to accelerate the growth of other plants or crops. Finally, for the medium tier, we have the stone cutter. The stone cutter allows you to, cut stone. You put it in, and you could see all different types of things you could make with that stone. For example, stone bricks, or stone brick stairs, or even stone stairs. You could also do this in the crafting table over here, but it does not give you the crafting table. You're cheated out of resources. You see how I use 6 stone right here and only get 4 stairs? Well, if I come over to the stone cutter and put in 6 stone, I could get 6 stone stairs. So that's why the stone cutter is really useful. That's all for the medium tier. Now let's move on to the advanced crafting. The first thing we have is the brewing stand, which I won't get into too much detail because there's a lot to go over the brewing stand. So we'll be doing a more in-depth video on most of these. But the brewing stand allows you to brew potions that give you effects. This, for example, this potion gives you weakness, which means you take a damage easier. Next, let's move on to the anvil. The anvil allows you to put enchantments on tools and weapons. For example, I'm going to put efficiency 5 on this pickaxe. You can also rename your tools or weapons. So, for example, I'm going to name this pickaxe Miney. There we go. So it's named now. And it has an enchantment, which is efficiency 5. The grindstone allows you to take enchantments off of tools or weapons. So I'm going to take off the efficiency 5 of mining. And it'll give me XP back, which is really useful. The last thing for enchanting is the enchantment table itself. The enchantment table is the best way to get enchantments early game. You put the tool or weapon that you want to enchant in and put some lapis in, and you could look at the different enchantments. So for example, we have Unbreaking 1, so let's put that on mining. You could also increase the enchantment levels by putting books around the enchantment table, which will give it more knowledge so you could get better enchantments. The last thing on our list is the cauldron. The cauldron allows you to do a couple little things, such as you could fill up water bottles, and see you have water in the bottles now. You could also dye leather armor and leather horse armor. So if I put it in there, it'll dye it, and now I have some green leather armor dye on. That's all that we have for today's session on crafting. Hope you join us next time, and have a good weekend.